Good morning YouTube! Today's the day, the first ever passenger sailing of the new steam packet flagship, the Manxman, and there she is being brought into position. They kicked the Ben McCree out of the harbour because she is now, well he, is it he? Yeah, Manxman is he. Is now taking the place of her. So today's the first ever sailing of the Manxman. It's a sailing to Heysham and back. I've got a ticket. Let me show you what it's like to sail on the steam packet's new flagship. So welcome to the sea terminal in Douglas. Now as you can see, that's not the Manxman, that is the Manxman. So he's currently being brought into position because the Ben McCree, the old one, is usually taken up with the berth that the new one will now take. So the younger brother is kicking the older sister out of the harbour basically, that's what happens. So I'm just waiting for the Manxman to position itself so we can start boarding. So I'll use the time for a quick overview of what's actually going to happen today. It's the 17th of August, it's the first day, it's the first ever passenger sailing of the Manxman, so the first time fare paying passengers are allowed on board. It's a very basic day trip to Heysham and back, just like the Ben used to do it every day. And in fact, the Ben will continue to do it. So strangely, this one is now going to do the daylight sailings or daytime sailings. Jesus, it's early, I haven't had coffee. And this one is apparently going to do the night sailings. So if you book a night sailing from Heysham to the Isle of Man, you'll be on the old boat. If you come through in the day, you'll be on the new boat for the next few weeks or something. It's probably just to, gradually ease it in. Now the Manxman has been here for quite a while. Everyone came out and watched it arrive a few weeks ago, but until now they have of course just been practicing with it, training, getting to grips with it. I guess it's like a new car, right? You have to get used to it. It's just a very big car that floats. So that's what they've been doing the last few weeks. They've trained the crew and the practice runs and practice runs to the UK and Ireland, checked all the ports, all that stuff. So today she's ready, there she comes. Yeah, it's basically simply a daytime sailing to Heysham. So it goes to Heysham and it goes back. When the sailing was announced only a few days ago, tickets sold extremely quickly. So I jumped on, as soon as I saw the tweet pop up from the steam packet, I jumped on the website and I booked a foot passenger ticket. Now in case you're wondering what it costs, I'll show you the ticket in a minute. So I booked one of the lounges with a nice forward view on the way out, and one of this flatbed, super posh looking lounge on the way back, just to give you a look. And I paid for a ticket myself. Now I did contact the steam packet when the boat first arrived, and I did contact them before this sailing. I did kind of hear back, kind of not. So this is not sponsored by the steam packet. I don't get a free ticket. I paid for my ticket, and so I can give you a proper idea what it's like to travel on the Manxman, the new flagship. So yeah, daytime trip to Heysham as a foot passenger, 105 quid I think it was. Literally all I'm going to sail to Heysham, hang out in Heysham for an hour, sail back. The sailing is actually booked out. When I booked it on the day, I tried again like a few hours later and it was already booked out. So this is going to be a very full sailing. And yeah, basically we're going to go to Heysham and back. That's all we're going to do. So let's head inside the sea terminal and get going. Welcome to our lovely, slightly dated sea terminal. Oh, look. A fellow councillor. Councillor Pitts, also on the first sailing. Here we are with all the foot passengers waiting at the front of the queue. Everyone got one of these things, isn't that nice? Here we go. First ever foot passengers. There she is, there's the Ben, there's the Manxman. There's the sea terminal. This is where you always have to walk to the boats. Oh, isn't that pretty? So my genius plan of being the first passenger to step on board.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I think my plan of being the first passenger was just twatted by those gents. Congratulations. Morning. Fine, third ever passenger it is. Welcome on board the Manxman. Morning.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Fine, if I'm not the first passenger on board, at least I want to be the first passenger to ever go into the lounge. Let's see if we can do that. Ooh, electric assisted, very nice. Wow. This is posh. There you go. I'm not the first on board, but I'm certainly the first ever passenger, fare-paying passenger that is, to step into, what's it called, the Niarbyl Lounge. Isn't that nice? So I've booked a seat right at the front in the center. So I was literally the first passenger to book any. Let's see, my name should be here somewhere. I found my seat, but it's not the one I booked, which is weird, because it's there. And I actually booked, I remember on the map, on the seat map on the website, I booked specifically the one right in front in the center. And it accepted the booking, and now it's giving me this seat. So either I screwed up or their booking system maybe was overloaded on the first day. Which means, I mean, it's still nice here. But it's not the forward sea view that I wanted. So the crew guy just said to the other passengers, as long as there's no ticket on it, so you haven't reserved a specific space, you can sit anywhere. So I just moved my ticket to a seat without ticket. I'm guessing that's okay. It's still not exactly a sea view. Well, it kind of is. And I have a socket there, so that's really good, because I brought my laptop. So I might want to go and edit some of the clip already while we're on sea. Every seat has USB and USB. So USB normal and USB-C. Oh, and a little. Check that out. Oh, that's pretty good. So here's a trick, by the way. If you're on the sea, trick from experience, and you have a plate and you don't want it to move, you get a napkin, like a paper serviette, make it wet, put it there, and put your plate on top so your plate doesn't move. There's your free tip from working on ships. But yeah, the seats are nice. So you have a fold-out table, USB-C and USB whatever it's called, and they recline as well. Nice. Right, let's go and explore the Manxman, shall we? Every passenger got one of these when we boarded, and these actually include, I think, a map of the boat. So let's have a look. Ah, okay. They have crew cabins now. That's a new one. Don't think the Bamboo Crate ever had crew cabins, not that I recall. I actually used to work for the steam packet 20 years ago on the Lady of Man, if you remember her, and on the Sea Cat Isle of Man, if you remember that. Someone ever did magic tricks for you 20 years ago on the boat, that would have been me. So this is what we're working with. We are on, where are we? Here, deck 8. Then we have deck 7, Eatery. Let's check that out. Let's start on, shall we work from the top down, or? Actually, while we're here, so deck 7, we can do that later. Let's have a look at deck 5, which is the top car deck. Welcome to one of the car decks. Let's have a look how big she is.
Oh, guys, the lift's waiting for you, sorry.
I don't need it, fine. That is way bigger. than the bed. Alright, let's go and check the lower car deck. Just to show you the car decks, they are significantly bigger than the bed, as you would expect. This thing is almost twice the size. Passenger-wise, I think the bed was 560 passengers on a full sailing. This one's 950 or something, so it's a lot bigger. Alright, deck 3 should be the lower car deck. See if this is open. All electric assisted doors. Okay, that's where all the stuff comes. Same size as the top deck. This is where all your containers go. So whatever you buy on the Isle of Man comes over on this boat, or will do in future. Deck 6. It's pet kennels. How cool is that? Smells new. Huh, and so it does. Okay, that's kind of cool. So if you have a dog, like a big dog or something, or a sheep, what can you fit in here? What's the maximum? Anyway, we have pet kennels. How cool is that? There's also a pet lounge, I think, if you don't want to leave your dog down here. Let's check that out. There's the pet lounge. Is this open? Yes, it is. Wow. It's a bit posher than the pet lounge was on the Ben McCree. If you have pets and you travel on the Ben, you'll remember being cramped at the back of the boat. This is slightly posher, although I'm not sure how long this will stay scratch-free. These seats are going to be ruined in no time, I think. I hope the hardware... Ah, these are like mattresses. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. They're like doggy beds. That's awesome. Or cat beds, if you're a really big cat. And the shop, of course. If you forgot to buy your Manx kippers, you can now get them on board. Isn't that good? The shop looks alright. Usual souvenir tat. Kids play area. So apparently to get to the outside deck, I have to go to deck 7, which is where I am, and then go all the way to the back. So let's see if we can find the outside deck. Bigger room, nice. Another lounge. Ah, check this out. This, I predict, will be one of the busier places on all sailings. The bar. Oh Jesus, that is big. Holy cow. That's bigger than most pubs on the island. Check this out. So, most importantly, let's check the prices at the bar. How much is a pint? Oh my god, I'm still $4.85 for a pint. You know, it must be like years since I had a pint in a pub. So I have no idea if that's expensive or not, you tell me. Guinness $5.75, is that expensive? Let me know if those prices are expensive or not. I don't think it is. But then I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't know. Alright, outside deck, let's check. Wow. Cool. Nice and easy clean. Wind protected, shields. There's Douglas, there's the sea terminal, that's the footbridge you have to walk over when you take the boat, if you've never taken the boat here. Okay, nice. I'll come back out here during the sailing. There's also an observation deck on deck 9. Let's see if we can find that. Hello. There we go.
It's gentle and then it like, yeah.
Ah, takes a second, okay. Oh, actually, yeah, normally toilets aren't something I would show you, but on a boat in the Irish Sea, they are quite significant. Let's have a look, shall we? Because a lot of passengers will spend a lot of time in here, and there's only 3 of them here, so... Okay. Okay. I hope they're easy clean. Because it does get rough. So opposite where the kids' lounge is another lounge. And some seating areas. Is this separate from the bar then, or what? I think this is actually separate from the bar. Hold on. Hold on, what we got here? Another restaurant. Jesus, this is a big boat. How cool is that? That's the Ben McCree. Sitting lonely in the harbour. Okay, food prices. Breakfast bab, £6. Sandwich, £4. What was the full breakfast? Let's have a look. Tea, £2.10. Is that acceptable? What do we think? Big breakfast, £13. Full Manx tenner. Not too bad. Not too bad, I would say. Let me know what you think of the prices. Obviously, it depends what the quality is like, but it looks like they're doing the same buffet style thing they always did. So we'll come back here during the sailing. There's the boss checking the boat. Stevie's still here. I used to work with him. I'll try and catch up with him later. There's the steam packet bosses watching the new boat. So let's try this observation deck on deck 9, and then I might go coffee in the lounge. Here we are, deck 9, so you have to use the rear stairwell apparently. Can't get there from the front. Everything is electric, all the doors are electric assisted. Which I guess is part of accessibility, isn't it? Not everyone is strong enough to lift a door in a storm, which is good. Here we are on the outside deck. So deck 9, you have to use the rear staircase or rear lift or something to get here, which I'm guessing will be the... Is that the smoking deck then? Probably. I don't smoke anymore, so I don't know. But yeah, it's actually quite nice. Well, I'll come back up here during the sailing, show you what it's like.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain. My name's Tom Turner, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome Lord Manxman for a maiden voyage to Heysham. I'm pleased to announce that the vessel is now complete. Ship's watertight on this close to the sea, and will shortly be leaving the berth. Weather conditions on passage is wind from the east for spring, so expect a crossing this morning. As your safety is your top priority, can request that all passengers give the following safety video their full attention. Thank you.
Island Man sporting community.
Oh, there's a minor issue. It's not all of the TVs work, but they're very difficult to see actually.
the unlikely event of an emergency,
Oh,
the general
kinda
alarm will
works, but-
sound. You will hear 7
Sit at
short
the back
blasts,
here.
followed by 1 long blast from the boat's whistle.
You can't really see them.
That's your signal to head to your nearest muster station on deck 7. They're marked with a green...
Hot food or drink around the ferry. Watch out.
There we go, she's moving.
Particularly on
The first time in her young life. There's a boat. There's her sister. Why am I talking about her? It's Manxman, it's a he.
Keep an eye on the kids. Please don't let them run around or leave them unattended. And we love our coastline.
Let's go
so
to the
please
rear
don't throw
deck.
anything overboard.
Oh, there's the Ben. Bye bye, Ben. In case you're wondering, Ben McCree means lady of my heart. So she's a girl, not a boy. This one's a boy. Which I will never get used to. Oh, she can rest now. Actually, she can't because the Ben McCree, I think, still does the evening sailings for some reason. Alright, let's go to the outside deck. There we are, outside deck. Everyone's taking pictures for the first time ever with passengers on board. She's leaning quite a lot when she goes out the harbour. Some things never change. You can hear the car alarms. Here's a tip for you when you go on the boat with your car: do not lock it. Nobody's gonna nick anything anyway.
Sorry.
But no, you're not in the way. It's fine. But your battery, your alarm will go off and drain your battery. So don't lock your car. There we are, we're on the way. That's Douglas disappearing in the distance. I think the travel time is pretty much the same as it was with the Ben, so no change there. But it's of course much bigger and very much more comfortable. So yeah, we're on the way to Heysham. Not the most exciting cruise in the world, but it's the first ever passenger sailing, so I figured it's worth being on board. So, and I just realized that the lounge that I booked, so this Niarbyl Lounge, only gets you a seat. You can reserve a seat, that's all you get. You don't actually get free coffee. So, which means I'm going to have to pay for my coffee. Let's get a coffee. Food has arrived. Alright, if you don't want to queue and all you want is some water, very nicely for your water fountains. There is a nice touch. Obviously you can refill your own, or just get yourself some water, which is nice. That's actually a difference to the Ben McCree. The lifts work while you are on sea. On the Ben McCree that was never the case. The lifts were closed, while the one lift it has was closed when it was sailing. Anyway, here we are. Now, if like me, you like to get some work done while you're on the boat, because it is, 3-4 hours of lost time, then the back of the Niarbyl Lounge seems to be a good place. There aren't any sockets in this horseshoe thing, unfortunately, or in this horseshoe thing, unfortunately. But there are some seats at the back here. A couple of them have sockets. I don't know whether or not more. I think they're missing a trick. There's lots of sockets in the wall here, though, but I don't think they thought that through, because people will plug their thing in and then put the wire across. But anyway, there are some sockets at the back here, and a place where you can stick your laptop and work on your videos or whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to sneak you a look at the executive lounge. This is the members thingy. Pretty much looks the same as some of the other lounges. It's just that the access costs you, I think, 600 quid a year or something. Wow, business class style seats. This is the executive balcony. Check it out. It's nice, huh? Introducing the Manxman. So I've managed to edit some of the video already, which is nice, and I've actually snuck into the Barrule Lounge. It's a friend of mine's here. So the way this works, I think, on the first day things are a bit not fully working. So some of the lounge access, I think the way it works is in future. The way they explain it to me is you're gonna have like a key card with your ticket, and then certain lounges like this one. And you know, when we snuck into the executive lounge, I don't think you're supposed to be able to get there if you don't have the right ticket. So they're obviously still working on that. First day, you know, letting them off. We're almost in Heysham, but I want to give you a quick look around this lounge. So this one I think is like 20 quid, 22 quid, something thereabouts. And it's actually quite cool because you get free coffee. Nice outside rear deck, seating, comfy chairs, nice working area, which I just used. And recliner seats, I'll show you those. So here's your recliners, and they are better than the ones on the van. So they recline, obviously the rear reclines. You have USB chargers. And I think they're both, yeah, they're B and normal USB on all of them, which is great. And so the way they recline is, hold on, let me take off my back and show you. So it's a bit weird. Obviously the rear reclines, you know, just like an airplane, press the button, lean back. But then you have a footrest, and to get that out, just kick it, and it comes out. Now this is actually, there isn't enough space to, you know, fully stretch. So I think what you're supposed to do is wedge yourself in like this. And it might look a bit uncomfortable, but it's quite comfy. You could, you know, sit here and sleep here. And, you know, for 20 quid you get a nice view, free coffee, your own bar there. So yeah, this lounge is kind of cool. And you get these recliners. There's a whole lot more of them at the back there. So if you spend £20, and I think this one also has a age limit. So if you don't want screaming kids around you, then this is probably the lounge for you. We're almost in Heysham. They're getting everything ready. It's the outside deck if you're in the Barrule Lounge. And the behind the door there's where the executive lounge is. That's the one we snuck in earlier, gave you a view. Now to be honest, I think the executive lounge you can book now, and it's like 90 quid. Just book the Barrule Lounge. It's 20 quid or thereabouts, and it's pretty much the same thing. So, but this is actually really, really nice. So yeah, if you want somewhere more quiet with recliners, you know, this Barrule thingy, I think looks like good value for money. You got your own bar, so for all your food and your booze you have to pay. Same prices as the other restaurant, I think. Service seemed a bit slow today, but that's expected on the first day. You know, they're getting to grips with everything. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. So we're almost in Heysham. Let's see how we get into Heysham. Quite busy in the cafeteria as we nearing the metropolis of Heysham, appearing in the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we will shortly be arriving on our berth, we would ask you to please remain in the passenger lounges until you are called to disembark. Upon disembarkation, please ensure you take all of your personal belongings with you. Passengers are reminded that smoking is strictly prohibited until clear of the terminal building. With any passengers who have occupied cabins during this crossing, please ensure your cabin key cards are left in the cabin or returned in the bureau before disembarking the vessel. On behalf of the captain, officers and crew, it has been a pleasure to be of service to you today, and we do hope you will choose to travel with us again soon on board the Manxman.
Almost perfect announcement there. So here we are going into Heysham. You can see how narrow that entry is. So I think this one just about fits into Heysham, and the problems of course occur when the weather isn't very good or when it's very foggy. you can sometimes get it that, certainly with the Ben, that you couldn't dock, and I'm guessing this one won't be any better.
Special, don't you? Special needs.
All vehicle drivers and their passengers only, please now proceed to the vehicle deck using the yellow, blue or green stairwell, taking all personal belongings with you. That's the yellow, blue or green stairwell and taking all personal belongings with you. Please leave the red stairwell free for when passengers are at the park.
There we are, we docked in Heysham. Didn't crash it into the dock or anything. Obviously they practiced. I'm not suggesting they would crash the boat. But Heysham, yeah, is a really narrow harbour. And this thing must be pushing the limit of what you can actually dock here. Though, all the car passengers already gone. We're just waiting for the foot passenger announcement. So if you're a foot passenger, apparently the red stairwell, which is on the port forward side. Port is the left. So that one, I'm guessing. And then, yeah, I have to sit in the terminal for an hour, I guess. And wait until we get back on. And when I get back on, I'll be in this lounge. So I can show you that Injebreck super duper sleeper lounge. Should be fun. Until then, we get to enjoy the metropolis that is Heysham. The bustling nothingness of Heysham. So let's get off this boat.
Call is for all foot passengers. That's all foot passengers. Please now proceed to the red stairwell located forward on the left-hand side of the vessel, and please use the gangway and walkway to enter the sea terminal building and luggage reclaim area. This call is for all foot passengers. Please now proceed to the forward red stairwell.
While we wait, if you have never seen the wonderful Heysham passenger lounge, which is really nice these days. So we're all waiting now to get back on. Cool new picture for the departure lounge in Heysham, showing the Manxman and some Isle of Man scenes. Where do we have such a train? We don't have such a train. Or maybe it's meant to be Heysham. Oh, it's meant to be Heysham, isn't it? Okay. Yes, that makes sense then. So let's get back on the boat, shall we? Now this, I did say that the sailing was booked out. It didn't feel very full on the way out. This one feels like there's more people waiting, so maybe the sailing back will be busier. Little out here, but I wanted to show you this. Fladden just told me there's an onboard indoor pet walking area. How cool is that? So if you have a dog, you don't have to have it in the kennel all the time. Check this out. It even has a treat. Ha ha, very funny. We're in the bow actually, that's where the flag is. And yeah, they actually have a dog walking or pet walking area. How cool! Super duper posh lounge. Let's see how we get in here. Exclusive lounge, which is quite empty right now. So this time I have the right seat that I booked. Yay! Ooh, got your TV. recliner. Obviously I'm going to try that out. And you have your own little kitchen area, coffee, free drinks, free biscuits, juice. Does it actually have its own bathroom as well? No, I don't think we have our own bathroom, but I mean, this is nice. So you don't get window view, obviously. So if you don't care about the sea view, then this is probably pretty good. And there you go, you have a full flat bed. Yeah, if you want something comfortable, this is your place. And apparently there's an 18 age limit on this lounge. So if you want it quiet, this is the place to go. So there seem to be two Wi-Fi networks on the boat. Steam Packet Free Wi-Fi and Steam Packet Wi-Fi. Now the free Wi-Fi, when you connect, it says you get 100 meg. Let's see, I'm just connecting again. Let's see if that remembers my device and kicks me out. So see, you get this message saying, welcome, enjoy your 100 megabyte. Now on the way over I connected and disconnected a bit and okay. It has remembered me from the way over. Data quote limit exceeded, please obtain a token. Okay, I'm now connecting to the other network. You need a token code. Oh, you have crew access. Okay, that's interesting. So you can either put in a token, which I'm guessing you get from the shop, so I'll check that in a bit. Or if you're crew, you get a crew login. Nice. So yeah, let's check for a token. Okay, I just stopped by the shop to ask how much the Wi-Fi is, because I mentioned that earlier. So they don't know yet because the system hasn't been set up. So you get your 100 meg free Wi-Fi, but that's all you get at the moment until they set it all up.
My name's Tom Turner. It's my pleasure to welcome Onboard Manxman for this sailing to Douglas. But first of all, let's apologise for the slight delay, but please announce that the London vessel is now complete. All ships watertight openings close to sea and will shortly be leaving the berth. Both conditions on passage, it's wind from the east, force 4 to 5, so expect a comfortable crossing. Now, with your safety from top priority, can I request that all passengers for the following safety video their full attention. Thank you.
Welcome on board the Isle of Man Steam Packet Company vessel Manxman. We want you to have a safe journey, so we've asked some of our friends from the Isle of Man sporting community to help give our safety announcement.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, the general alarm will sound.
You will hear 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast on the boat's whistle.
That's your signal to head to your nearest muster station on deck 7. They're marked with a green and white sign with an arrow in each corner pointing towards a symbol of the family.
If you're in your cabin, you'll find directions to your nearest assigned muster station on or by the cabin door. Put on a warm coat, grab any essential medication and head straight there.
Crew members will meet you at the muster station and provide life jackets and assistance where necessary. Crew members will also carry children's life jackets and infant flotation devices. In the unlikely event that we need to evacuate the ship, we will deploy our marine evacuation system. Our crew members will direct you to the embarkation deck and assist you in a safe, orderly evacuation. If needed, then crew members will be able to assist you. You just need to stay calm to any instruction.
It's a good idea to get to know the vessel's layout and familiarise yourself with the location of the nearest muster station. You'll find safety cards and posters in various places around the vessel.
Finally, here's the correct way to put on a life jacket. First, unfasten any poppers and buckles. Then place the yoke of the life jacket over your head and pass the belt around your body. Now connect the buckle by pushing the two parts together. Pull as tight as possible, holding firmly onto the buckle. Recess belt behind the jacket. Safety briefing covered. Let's run through a few more things you can do to make your journey more comfortable.
You'll need to watch your step when carrying hot food or drink around the ferry. Watch out for potential trip hazards, particularly on the car deck, and don't
only allowed in our dedicated smoking area on deck 9. Bins provided. Sit back and enjoy the journey.
Just as I set myself up here to already edit the video, a friend of mine just messaged me. He's got a cabin. He was on the standby list and he's got a cabin. It's an inward one, but it's a cabin. So let's go and have a look at the Manxman cabin, shall we? So this is the cabin section. Now if you remember the Ben McCree, it only had a few cabins. This is pretty much like a floating hotel now. It looks really nice. So he's got an inward cabin somewhere up there. Let's try and find him. Hello.
Well, let me make it tidy if you want.
Okay. Well, hello, welcome to the cabin. So, TV doesn't work yet, for some reason. How much is this one?
Was 65?
It's not too bad, to be honest. I mean, it's inward, so you have no view, but if there's 4 of you and you're tired...
I think it's the same price like the outboards.
Is it? I looked at some of the cabins, but I didn't book it because the one I wanted with balcony was like 100 quid or something.
The balcony one is even more expensive.
Okay, your own aircon, shower, that's new. It's actually really nice. I mean, if there's loads of you and you're tired. Ah, cool. Okay. It's like a sleeper train. They used to do that.
Kind of. Bit more spacious though.
Ooh, Biscoffs, but no proper posh biscuits. So that's what you get for, what, 60 quid. It's not too bad, no? Even have a little light. It's cute. These will be popular, they're always popular. Even if the TV doesn't work. So, I just bumped into some of the Steam Packet marketing guys. And, you know, checked if I can have bridge access. Get you some footage when we're there, and the bridge is apparently off limit for anyone apart the people who work there, because they're all focused on basically getting the job right and not crashing the boat, which I kind of understand. So I will show you the bridge, maybe on another sailing. And I think we've seen pretty much everything there is to see on this, so I'm going to start editing this so it goes up tonight, but I'll see, maybe I'll grab some more footage from somewhere. Something interesting happens. It's quite busy now on this sailing actually, busier than the previous one. So before we arrive, just another quick look at the, check my audio, yeah, I had some audio problems. Another quick look at the toilets, again, not something I would normally show you, but interestingly, so there's multiple toilet blocks, which is good, so there's always one if you need to hurl, but interestingly, showers in pretty much every toilet, which is a good idea in one way, because, you know, it's nice that you can grab a shower. So you maybe in the posh lounge that's next to here and you have a shower and go back, it's cool. But I can already predict to you what's going to happen when it's rough. Can you? You know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, that. So we're almost back on the Isle of Man. It's already there. Show you a quick shot of that and then probably go up on the outside deck as we go into the harbour for the first time with passengers. And yeah, we're almost back home, so we're about half an hour delayed, but it's honestly not too bad. And it's a beautiful day, check this out.
I know it might be going to start on Thursday. It's like walk and just go around the booty to get people out and sit there, so whether it'll work.
By the way, all the doors are electric, so you hit a button, and they have sensors. So you don't injure yourself or get your hand crushed, but the fact that they are electric is, I think they're going to wear out probably quickly because people will try and yank them, but it's actually, you know, it's good for accessibility. So anyway, there's the IRC. We are here, we're going to go down and then to the back of the ship and go up, which is what you have to do to get to the observation deck. Here we are on deck 9 for the observation deck. So we need to go to the back where the shop is and go up. And again, everything's electric. There it is. These are a bit weird, you have to pull them gently. And there's the Isle of Man. So as we are nearing the Isle of Man, I'm back in the Barrule Lounge, which is the one with the nice recliners and things, and your free coffee machine. Quick recap, what was the first trip like, what would I recommend, you know, and I would recommend you sail on this thing because it's amazing. This is a proper new flagship, very, very comfortable. All different lounges are amazing, staff are great, a few teething niggles which you would completely expect, but absolute minor stuff. Some people waited a little long for their food. I'm sure that will be sorted in absolutely no time. Everything worked. If you want a reserved seat and a bit of a nicer view, you go to Niarbyl Lounge. But you can just walk in. If there's a space, you can just sit there. So it's really just when, if you want a particular seat, that I would pay for it. The Barrule Lounge, this one seems to be the best value for money because it has an age limit, so you don't get screaming kids. You get free coffee and biscuits, and you have your own bar where you have to pay, but at least you can order your food here. So this seems good value for money to me. If you want like a little upgrade, other than that, all the public seating areas, the free seating areas, they're already great. Pet lounge is awesome. Having a pet exercise area is like next level. The super duper posh lounge where I was with the flat beds, this is not Niarbyl, the other one, Injebreck. Really nice, really comfy if you want something, you know, flat bed, sleepy, more quiet. It has an 18 age limit, which is really good. So if you want, you know, really quiet, that's where you go. Super comfortable ship to travel on, light years ahead of anything we ever had. So brilliant, brilliant job, Steam Packet and, you know, government and everyone involved for making this a reality. This is a proper, beautiful first impression for any future visitors. This is what we want to portray on Modern Island. Wi-Fi is of all the little niggles that I've saw. The electric doors, they're going to break in absolutely no time because there's a few ways supposed to be gentle. Nobody's gentle, they're going to yank them, but I'm sure they'll work it out. Wi-Fi, you get 100 meg free. The token system doesn't work at the moment. You can't buy one. I'm sure that'll be fixed very soon, but I'm a little disappointed with that. We sell the Isle of Man as this digital island, this future island. Surely we should have free high-speed Wi-Fi on board, possibly sponsored by someone, you know, just an idea to put that out there, because that's what I would expect if I come to this, you know, high-tech island. Other than that, staff are superb, you know, super friendly, and I know how hard this job is and how hard they would have trained for this, because I used to work on here, you know, I used to work for this Steam Packet. So yeah, really, really blown away by this ship. Wonderful first trip. Never enjoyed a trip to Heysham and back this much, ever. And yeah, it's a really, really good ship. I'm sure you will enjoy sailing on her when you come over to visit, which you will hopefully do for TT, from Manx Grand Prix, or when you want to move here, whatever you do. You will enjoy sailing on this thing. She's beautiful, she's comfortable, she's modern, she's a proper flagship, and now all the people, whenever I say something bad about the Isle of Man, they can finally tell me, if you don't like it, there's a new boat in the morning and you can now sail on it. So hopefully I will see you on the Isle of Man at some point in the future. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'm just going to film how we get into Douglas Harbour, and that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Jump.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving on our berth, and we ask you to remain in the passenger lounges until you are called to disembark. Upon disembarkation, please ensure you take all of your personal belongings with you. Passengers are reminded that smoking is strictly prohibited until clear of the terminal building. Would any passengers who have occupied occupied cabins. During this crossing, please ensure that cabin key cards are left in the cabin or returned to the information desk. On behalf of the captain, officers and crew, it has been a pleasure to be of service with you today, and we do hope you choose to travel with us again soon on board Manxman.
Zum allerersten Mal. Zum allerersten Mal mit Passagieren.
Ja.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the City of Douglas. This call is for vehicle drivers and your passengers only. The vehicle
Madam.
decks have now reopened, but all vehicle drivers and your passengers please now proceed to the vehicle decks using either the yellow, blue or red stairwell, taking all of your personal belongings with you. Please leave the green stairwell free for all foot passengers. As you enter the vehicle decks, please take extra care, as the deck surface may be wet and have raised objects. Also be aware some cars may have tow bars attached. Take extra care when passing between doorways and over steps. Please do not start your vehicle engine until you are instructed to do so by a member of the deck crew. All passengers are asked to remain seated, stay clear of exits and await further announcements. Thank you.
Did you hear it? I said City of Douglas. Did you hear the announcement? Welcome to the City of Douglas. Nice touch. Yay. We are home.